What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite, and welcome back to Reimagining Manchester United. Tonight we have Wolves in the Premier League and Dortmund in the Champions League. We are still currently top of the table. Man City have a game. We have a game in hand on Man City, so we're pretty far clear of third place. Liverpool are right there, right behind us. It's going to be very tight between us and Liverpool this season. I feel like I don't think either team's really going to pull away from each other. We seem to be very similar in terms of our form and our ability. We seem to be right neck and neck. In terms of how it's been since we last left you, it's been okay. Pretty much we're in this about the same form that we left you off with. We last played Manchester City and Tottenham. After that, we played Jablonec in the Champions League. We played them twice, and we smashed them both times. 4-1 in the first game. Completely rotated the squad. We finally got some goals from a striker. Mason Greenwood with a hat trick. And then we played them again. Beat them 3-0. Again, rotated the squad. This time, Amad Diallo with a brace. Mason Greenwood is not very good this game, so Bruno's pretty much only shown up for that one game against Jablonec, and he's been completely invisible since. He's had, I think, one other goal in all those games since. Our strikers are just not on form. They cannot score consistently. After Jablonec, we played Chelsea. We drew 1-1 thanks to a 95th minute missile from Timu Bakayoko. I'm actually going to show this if it'll let me because it was ridiculous. Well, what was that? Will it let me show that? Okay, now let me see the Bakayoko goal, please. Here we go. Look at this goal. In the 95th minute, the last minute of extra time, Chilwell pulls it back, and Bakayoko, from beyond the edge of the box, just crushes it with his left foot, finds the top corner, and forces a draw out of it. Again, our strikers were absolutely awful. Like, we had to get a goal from Pogba because our strikers are just refusing to score a goal. I don't understand why our strikers have gone off form so bad. Then we got another easy draw against Cheltenham, who are in League Two. We beat them 3-0 with a fully rotated squad. Diallo with another brace. McTominay with the other goal. We played James Garner, Andreas Pereira, Fred. Fully rotated squad. Diallo, Greenwood up top. Greenwood played all right, but he didn't get a goal. I think he got an assist. We then played Liverpool, which was a pretty big match. We drew 2-2. We went behind early, down 2-0 after 37 minutes. We got a goal after 60 minutes by Dodo, and then the other left back, Alex Telles, scored a penalty in the 88th minute to give us the draw. We probably didn't deserve to get a draw out of that game, but we were much better in the second half. Again, our strikers were absolutely awful. I started Rashford and Greenwood, and they both on a 6.3. I just don't understand. Then finally, we played a pretty decent game against West Ham. We finally got another goal from a striker. Mason Greenwood scored in the 57th minute. Seems to be the only striker that knows how to find the back of the net at this point. Him and Diallo, really. The only ones that know how to find the back of the net. Tellez with another good game. He's been playing pretty well. De Gea's been playing pretty well. Pogba's been in very good form. So it's good to see Pogba playing well. We didn't have Bruno Fernandes for this game. So Donny van de Beek started. I think Bruno Fernandes was suspended. He's gotten quite a few yellow cards this season. But next we've got Wolves. This is the lineup we're going with. We're rotating it a little bit for the Dortmund game. Harry Maguire misses out this game. Joshua Kimmich, Paul Pogba, Mason Greenwood is a little bit tired, so he's not going to start. Luke Shaw is tired, so he's going to go on the reserve. So is McTominay. So a little bit of rotation. I'm starting Amad Diallo this game. He's been the best striker for us in the last 5 games. He got an 8.2 the last 5, so no one else is scoring. So I need someone to score a goal. He's the only one that's shown he can do it. So they're against bad teams, but I don't know. I'm just reaching for straws right now. I'm trying to find something that works. Martial's been okay, so he gets the other start. Like I said, if Greenwood was fit, he probably would start because he's the only other striker that scored a goal. Marcus Rashford is on the reserves. He has been absolutely horrific. The worst player in the team this season. A 6.54 the last 5 games. Like, somehow he's still, tied for our leading scorer, even though he's done nothing in, 3 months. He had a good start to the season, but since then, he's been absolutely woeful. So he's not even going to be in the lineup, not even going to be in the substitutes. Donny van de Beek starts in terms of Pogba, Camavinga instead of Kimmich. Lindelof gets to start because he's been actually in pretty good form, so this Lindelof over Maguire might be a long-term thing because Maguire has not been good. He's got a couple decent games in a row. But I wanted to rest him for this game. He gets tired pretty quickly, so this is what we're going to do for the game against Wolves. Let's get into it. See if we can finally get some striker goals, maybe? That'd be nice. I'm going to say I expect nothing but a win from this match to keep our good run going. Motivated most of them. Bruno is aggressive. I'm going to say I have faith. I motivated him. Man United are unbeaten in 3 matches against Wolves. How much of an edge does this give your team as kickoff approaches? It doesn't mean a great deal. Players change, managers change, circumstances change. We'll pay little attention to it. As the leading scorers in the Premier League, that's surprising. Are you looking forward to another positive match in front of goal? I want my team to play on the front foot, and the boys have done that really well so far. I think they could continue in this way. I don't know how we're the leading goal scorers when we've been so bad in front of goal the last month and a half. I mean, we're still getting wins and draws. We're not losing games, which is good. We're scoring just enough to get by. But Wolves have Mario Götze. That's interesting. Other than that, it looks pretty similar to their squad from last season. We are only 1 point clear. 4 points clear on goal difference. We're not running away with goal difference this season like we did last season. But it's going to be tough till the very end. It's going to be tight between us and Liverpool. Bruno Fernandes starts off and immediately gets injured. That's great. Looks like he should be alright. It's only a bruised shin. We have a highlight after 15 minutes. Bruno Fernandes free kick to Camavinga, but Camavinga heads it over. Another highlight with another free kick to Bruno Fernandes, who puts it in on the ground to Martial. He's going to bring it all the way back to Dodo. Into Van de Beek, into Bruno Fernandes, back into Dodo. Dodo's been in really good form too recently, so he's been one of our best players. It's good to see the new signing really, kicking on, doing well this season. Bruno Fernandes now with the ball, but he gets tackled by Otto. But Dodo gets tackled by Otto, and that looks like a penalty. It might not be, because it kind of looked clean. It looked like he got the ball. He might have gone through the player at the same time, though, so maybe it'll be a penalty. And it is a penalty. Bruno Fernandes will take it. 2-footed lunge, apparently. But he is going to be sent off. It said 2-footed lunge, and usually if it says that, they get sent off. And Johnny has been sent off. They're down to 10 men, and we have a penalty. Double jeopardy, and Bruno Fernandes finds the back of the net. That has been a terrible couple of minutes for Wolves. They're down a man, and they're down a goal now. Not ideal, but good for us. Let's see what formation they've gone to now that they've lost a man. Looks like they've just taken off their attacking midfielder. Ball into Diallo, but it gets headed out to Tellez. Back to Van de Beek. Over to Shula. Shula on the volley smashes it over. If he would have scored that, I would have been very impressed, because Shula's not one you would expect to score a volleyed goal from the edge of the area, but he nearly did. Dodo gets to that, uses his physical ability, and beats out, I think that was Jimenez. Camavinga out to Dodo. Dodo with the chance to cross it in, but he gets tackled by, looks like a Montreal. He looks like he's stacked, but he finds the ball into Bruno Fernandes. And Bruno Fernandes finds the back of the net again. Our key man. We missed him so much while he was out injured and suspended. But he is back. He is scoring goals. We're finding the back of the net. And it just happens to coincide with Bruno Fernandes coming back into the squad. He is so key to this team. He is so important in real life and in the game. He is one of the most important players in the Premier League to any team. I love Bruno Fernandes. He's so good. And Diallo is injured. Our only striker that has scored a goal pretty much all season recently. Well, not all season recently, kind of a double negative, but who has scored recently, our only striker, and he scored 2 braces, but he has to come off because of injury. Greenwood comes in. He's been the only other striker to score, so maybe we can still get a few goals with Greenwood in here. Unfortunately, that means Rashford's going to have to be on the bench. Or I guess I could put the other guy on the bench. The guy's, what's his name? I can't think of it. The other striker we signed. The one we just signed from Salzburg. I don't know. Whatever. We might put him on the bench because Rashford's just been awful. I need to try someone else. Tellez with the ball now. Into Bruno Fernandes. Into Martial. Into Greenwood. And Greenwood scores a goal, but he is offside. Gosh dang it. I really want strikers to score, but the game seems to hate our strikers. It's not letting them score goals. Even when they find the back of the net, it's going to disallow them. Greenwood is offside, apparently. Let's see how close this was. Oh, he's pretty far off. Definitely offside. But a nice finish. So at least he has that. And that is halftime. We're up 2-0. We are absolutely crushing them. I mean, they are down a man, but still, we are absolutely handling them, which is good to see. I'm going to say I'm delighted. Keep it up. I don't think we're going to throw this away. I don't think I need to tell them to be not be complacent because they're down a man. If they score, if they score two especially, that would be very embarrassing. We're supposed to be one of the best defensive teams in the league. If we allow 2 goals from 10 men, that's not good for us. Tell us with the chance here. Finds Bruno Fernandes, the danger man, who crushes it in to get his hat trick. Bruno Fernandes, in his first game back for a little while, gets a hat trick. What a player. What a player Bruno Fernandes is. Who needs strikers when you have Bruno Fernandes? Pretty sure he's our leading goal scorer from the center of midfield. What a strike. He's so good. I love Bruno. Looks like they brought Traore into midfield. And now we have another throw in with Telles to Camavinga. Back to Telles. Into Greenwood. Greenwood with a shot. Be through on goal. Maybe pull back to Martial. But no, he goes to Telles, who finds Martial. And of course, he misses the net. Because he's a striker. Of course he can't find the back of the net. He's a striker. So frustrating. Camavinga's 1 yellow card away from suspension. But I think so is Kimmich. And Kimmich needs to be rested. So I'm going to rest Kimmich. I'm going to take off Bruno. He's got his hat trick already. Bring on Fred. Don't really want to bring on Pogba if I can keep from it because I want to give him a full game's rest. Nice ball down to Van de Beek. And Van de Beek, our midfielders, seem to be our only goal scorers. Greenwood with the assist at least, so kind of a roles reversed there. The striker assisting the midfielder. But I'll take it however I can get it. We are up 4-0. 2 4-0 wins in a row possibly, maybe even more. There's still a lot of time left to get a couple more goals in this game. Now in the 78th minute, Telles with a long throw into Van de Beek, all the way back to Bailly, back into Telles, can cross it in, doesn't get the cross into Fred, and another midfielder scoring. Central midfielders are the only players on our team that can score goals right now, and I'm kind of okay with it. It'd be nice if a striker could score, but if we can get 5 goals from center midfielders, I'll take it. We have 5 goals from 3 central midfielders. Fred comes on, gets a goal, his first goal of the season. Telles gets an assist. He is barely onside, but he is onside. And Fred, not the man you expect to score a header, but good header by Fred. In terms of other substitutions, I'm going to sub off Shula. Guess I'll bring on Harry Maguire. I don't have any other center backs on the bench, so bring on Harry Maguire. Camavinga's a little bit tired, but he's not going to play next game. I guess I don't think I have another striker. I don't have any more subs anyways. Okay, that's 3 subs. Yeah, because I had to bring on Fred and Greenwood. So that's all 3 subs. Let's see the game out. Let's tell the team to focus. And it looks like we're going to see this game out with a 5-0 victory. Great victory. Our strikers actually had good ratings, even though Martial did absolutely nothing. The only thing I remember seeing from Martial is him completely missing the goal. So, don't really understand how he got a 7.0 rating. Greenwood did get an assist, so he actually did something. Our midfielders, I feel like, should get higher ratings than that. Van de Beek got a goal. Fred got a goal. Bruno Fernandes had a really good rating, a 9.1. He is, he's like a cheat code. He's so freaking good. He's one of the best midfielders in the world. He's right up there with Kevin De Bruyne. I'm very happy with the result and the way he played. Everyone enjoyed Bruno Fernandes' goal, a crashing volley that silenced the opposition fans. It must have been fantastic to see one of your players score a goal like that. How do you rate it? That's what Bruno is capable of. It was a magnificent strike from a magnificent player. Now we get to play Dortmund. Diallo is out 2 to 3 weeks. That's not ideal, but we've got plenty of strikers. None of them scoring goals, but we've got plenty of them. Fernandes, oh yeah, I forgot he got injured. Out 1 to 2 days. He should be back for Dortmund. Just barely. Fernandes on form with his hat trick. You were superb. We have gone 20 matches without losing. So we might be in some pretty bad form recently, other than their last 2 games. Hopefully that means we're back on form, but our strikers still aren't scoring, so I don't really know. But we had this poor run right here with Chelsea, City, Villa, Tottenham, only scoring 1 goal a game. But 4 goals last game against West Ham, 5 goals this game against Wolves. It is our midfielders scoring them all, but hey, every goal counts, so I'll see you for Dortmund in 3 days. See if we can carry this form into the Champions League, which we've been pretty good at, so hopefully we can carry that form into the Champions League matches. Let's see. And we are back for the Champions League game against Dortmund. If you see the table, we are both currently on 10 points. All of us with 3 wins and 1 draw. 1 draw was against each other. So whoever wins this match will win win the group at the top of the group. So this is a big match. First in the group on the line. And this is the squad I'm going to put in this game with. Pretty much what I think is our strongest squad right now, based on form. Bailly's had 3 pretty good games in his last 4. He had 1 6.5, but other than that, he's been in the 7s, so I'm going to give him a chance. Lindelof's been in really good form, so I'm going to play him over Maguire. I can't really drop Sula. He's kind of one of our best goal scorers from the center back position, our best goal scorer from the center back position, so he can always pop up with the goal. Dodo and Tellez have been the in-form fullbacks. Tellez has been absolutely amazing recently, so he's definitely got to start. Kimmich has been such a disappointment. He was so good the last time I used him, but he has not been good at all in this save. He cannot do anything. It's frustrating, but I'm still going to play him. He's still one of the best players in the team, even though he's not playing like it. So I'm going to start Kimmich. Bruno Fernandes is a little bit tired, but he's the most important player to this team, so he has to start. Pogba comes back in. Martial comes back in. Greenwood comes back in because Diallo's injured. Patson Daka makes the bench. Rashford is still on the reserves. I have to give Patson Daka a shot. He played well in the last game he played. So I'm giving him a shot. Hopefully, if Greenwood and Martial can't find the back of the net, maybe Daka can. So I'm just trying out every option I've got. We did lose Van de Beek for a couple days. He's out another 5 to 10 days with an injury. Pulled ankle ligaments. So he's out, along with Diallo, who's out another 9 days to 3 weeks with pulled calf muscles. I thought about McTominay's actually been in really good form too, but I don't know who I'd drop him for. Like maybe put Lindelof in the middle and replace Bailly with McTominay. Let's actually look at his form. Who has he played well against? Played really well against West Ham. Jablonec played really well against Cheltenham, so he's played really well against really bad teams and West Ham. At West Ham are actually going pretty well in the league, so that was actually a pretty impressive performance. But he's been in really good form. Again, not against any good teams. He hasn't really played against good teams. So, I mean, he played against Chelsea and he was average. Played against Liverpool and he was average. So, yeah, he's only been good against bad teams. So I'm going to go with Lindelof. Do I replace Maguire with McTominay? I kind of want to do that. I'm going to drop Maguire completely and put McTominay on the bench. If one of the center backs is not performing, I can bring on McTominay. Or if I need to bring him in as defensive midfielder to shore up the game and see the game out, I can do that. Those are the only changes I'll make. This is the squad going into the Champions League match against Dortmund. Hopefully we can win and win the group. Players look like they're in good form. They've got good ratings in the last 5, so hopefully we carry that into this game. I'm going to tell the team to go out there and carry straight on where you finished last match. Give them faith. Most of the team is motivated. Kimmich, I would like to be motivated because I need to see a performance from him. How important will Bruno Fernandes be to Man United today? Of course, he's very important. He's an outstanding player. What do you see being the deciding factor between two teams who have very similar tactical approach? I'm expecting a fascinating contest, and we'll have to be at our best when it comes to reacting and adjusting. That's where it'll be won and lost. Is at home, so we've been very good at home. We drew them 1-1 at their place, so hopefully that means we should be good enough to grab a win at home. They're in very inconsistent form. Based on their form, this next game should be a loss, so hopefully that's the case. They've got a lot of new players in there. I saw Maximin, Amiri. So they've brought in a lot of players this save. In only 1 year, Bellingham starts. Odriozola's on their right back. Shaqir is their goalkeeper. So they've changed a lot of their team. Did they not have Holland? I think I just noticed they didn't have Holland. I think they had Royce up top. Bailly! Looks like I'm a genius for starting Bailly because he just, winds up scoring a wonder goal. That is the best strike Eric Bailly will have in his entire career. That was ridiculous. Kanji heads it out only as far as Lindelof. Center back to center back. Bailly running onto it from deep. Crushes it into the back of the net. What a strike from Eric Bailly. I didn't know he had that in him. And yes, they do not have Erling Haaland. I'm going to go see if he's injured. Because I played them before and they just didn't start him even though he was healthy. So I want to see. I want to go back to that. I want to see if he's injured. Let's go to a schedule. Go to Dortmund. If they're just not playing him, I'll really question this game. He is rested. So he's not injured. He just needs a rest. So they're actually resting him for the Champions League match. I think I would risk him for the Champions League. He's that good. He's been in ridiculous form for them. He has an 8 in the league, a 7.57 in the Champions League. This is the match that determines the group. I mean, you can still get second pretty easily if you don't win this game, but determines the group winner. You think they'd start Erling Haaland. Can I see where his fitness is? A little jaded. So he's the same fitness as Bruno Fernandes. He's not match sharp, but you got to start Erling Haaland. I don't care if he's on one leg. They do have Gabriel Jesus injured. Junior Firpo they brought in. He's also injured. We've got this guy named Galeno. I've never heard of him. Is he any good? Oh, wow. He's pretty good. Amazing physicals. Where's he come from? Braga. Amazing physicals. His mentals are pretty bad, but his technicals are decent too. Can't pass, but he's a pretty decent player. All right, so no Erling Haaland. That makes things a lot easier for us. We're already 1-0 up. Martial with the ball. Chance to put us 2-0 up. Back to Dodo, but he hits it right at their goalkeeper. Hopefully we can get a pretty comfortable lead and I can take Bruno out so he's fit for the next game. But they're trying to build him down here on the right-hand side to max him in. Miri over the top for Sancho. Sancho playing on the left-hand side this game, with St. Maximin playing on the right. Sancho cutting in, but he only hits the side netting. We have another chance here with Dodo throwing it into Bruno. Over the top. Greenwood's going to go to it. He's going to have the ball down the line. Finds a ball to Bruno Fernandes, and Bruno Fernandes shows up in a lot of space. Finds a space in the middle of the box, and Greenwood finds him. Greenwood's not really scoring. He's scoring a couple goals, but he's finding a lot of assists. He's been our best striker. He's been creative, which is not something you would expect from Mason Greenwood. He's pretty much just a scorer, but finds a nice ball to Bruno Fernandes, and Bruno, of course, finds the back of the net because he's so good. We are up 2-0 against Dortmund in the Champions League in the group stage, and it's looking like we might finish top of the group, which coming into this season I felt like we should do. Greenwood finds the net, but I think he's offside. Coming into this group stage, I thought we should probably finish first because Dortmund are all right, but they're usually not very good in the first couple of seasons in Football Manager 2021. So a lot of times I see them have a pretty shocking first season. So they aren't the hardest team we could have come up against. So I think we definitely should have finished top of this group, and it looks like we're going to do just that. Other groups, Barcelona and Juventus are going to look like they're going to finish top 2. Leverkusen with a chance, though. Lazio might finish the top of the group ahead of Atletico Madrid. Looks like they probably will. Delaney with a shot, and Thomas Delaney finds the back of the net. This game is not over. Marco Reus finds Thomas Delaney. He finds a nice ball into the corner of the net. Keeper couldn't get there. From a free kick, Royce into Akanji, back to Royce, and a nice ball in, and Delaney... De Gea is just far too far out of his goal. I don't know what he's doing all the way out there. Let me watch De Gea. Where's he going? He starts running out, like running straight, and just leaves so much space at his near post. I don't know what De Gea was doing there, but Shula, I said I had to keep him in because he has goal-scoring ability, and he finds the goal. Nicolas Shula with the goal to put us 3-1 up. He completely reversed their goal they got almost immediately. In the 43rd minute, we are 3-1 up. And it looks like if we can get another goal here, it'd be nice. I'd feel comfortable if we got another goal here. And Shula almost gets another goal off the upright. And just out. We almost were 4-1 up. I would have probably subbed off Bruno Fernandes at that point. He needs to be subbed. He's very tired. This has actually been very even. For 3 goals, we have 0.69 XG. That is... I think we're FMing Dortmund a little bit. I don't think we deserve all 3 goals, but we've been very clinical. I'm going to say, don't get complacent. Things can turn around very quickly. Keep focused. They're very capable of scoring 2 more goals. They've been very similar to us this game. We've not really handled them very well. Martial looks like he might have gotten a penalty. Bruno Fernandes with a chance for, for his second. Martial went down. They're looking at VAR, and a penalty is given after video review. It will be Bruno Fernandes taking the penalty. I thought about giving it to Martial, but we need all the goals we can get this game. I don't want to get complacent. Bruno Fernandes finds the back of the net. Now I don't want to take him off because he's on a hat trick. So if he could just get the hat trick like in the next 5 minutes, that'd be great. So I could take him off because I don't want him to die on the pitch. I'm pretty sure the less rested they are, the more likely they are to get injured. So I really don't want Bruno to get injured. That would be awful for their team this season because we've seen what we look like without Bruno Fernandes, and it isn't pretty. We're getting into the 75th minute, and I don't care that he's on a hat trick. I'm just going to take off Bruno. I think we have this game won. I'll bring on Andreas Pereira. Give him a little bit of game time. Alex Telles has had a shocker this game. I'll bring in Luke Shaw. Dodo hasn't really been great either. Kimmich hasn't been anything special, but a 6.8 is actually pretty good for how Kimmich's been playing recently. I'll take a 6.8. Our center backs have been doing very well. Looks like I made the right decision on the center back pairing. I was kind of unsure about it going into this game. I really thought about bringing on McTominay and Maguire, but these are the ones I thought were playing the best. Shula always has a chance to have a great game. He's pretty consistent. Most consistent probably of all of our center backs. So I don't think I'm going to make any more subs just yet. Let's get to the 80th minute. Looks like there's going to be about no highlights this half. Pogba's tired. He hasn't played particularly well. I'll take him off for Fred. I'm also going to take off Martial. See if Patson Daka can get a goal. See if we can find some form for a striker. Because Greenwood's the only one that's in any sort of form, and it's not goal-scoring form. Do we have any more subs? No, Kimmich is injured. That's unfortunate. I wish we had one more sub. I kind of wish I didn't bring on Daka now because I really like to take Kimmich off, but he's going to have to find out, work out the rest of these 3 minutes. Should be okay for 3 more minutes. Hopefully he doesn't completely die. Nice ball into Daka, into Greenwood. Greenwood has a chance to run as defender, and he's kind of one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but it gets saved. He goes to the near post. Can't put it past the goalkeeper. I really would have liked to see a striker goal right there, because we still are without one. We've not had a single striker goal this episode, after not having a striker goal for a while recently. They're still not scoring. Strikers are still off form, but looks like we're still going to win pretty big either way. Strikers aren't scoring, but other players are stepping up in their place. Midfielders are stepping up. Fullbacks are stepping up. Center backs are stepping up. It's good to see the rest of the team really step up for them. It's what we need because we've got a slim lead at the top, a slim lead in the group stage, so we really needed other players. If the strikers aren't going to perform, we needed other players to step up. It's been Bruno mostly this season. Our center backs with 2 goals, of course. Bailly with a ridiculous goal. That's probably good. That should be goal of the season. Like, so far, that's goal of the season. From our center back. That's crazy. I'm going to say I'm very pleased with the result and your performance, except for you, Martial. You were average. Substituting Bruno Fernandes when he's on a hat trick. They always say this. Why do they care that much about hat tricks? He's a consummate professional. Hat tricks are not that important. Bit of a collector's item today. A goal from Eric Bailly. How pleased were you to see him score that one? It was a great moment for Eric, and we're all delighted for him. Absolutely amazing strike from the edge of the area. That will win us the group. Dortmund can equal us on points if we lose our next game, but we will have the advantage because we won head-to-head. We beat them once and drew them once, so even if we're on the same points, we will go through top of the group. I'm pretty sure that's right. Let me know if it's not, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. So we can rest our squad for their next game against Benfica. Kimmich is only out 1 to 2 days. Pogba's tired. Fernandes, again, 2 goals and an assist. Absolutely ridiculous. So for next episode, I was considering Benfica, Arsenal, and Leicester, like 2 of those 3 games. Since the Benfica match doesn't matter now, I will do Arsenal and Leicester in the EFL Cup quarterfinal. Arsenal are 8th in the league, so they're not doing too well, but if I don't do that, maybe I come back for January. I don't know. We'll see where Arsenal are when we get to that game. If they're top 5, I'll play them. If not, I might come back for January. See if we do any transfers in January. Come back for the FA Cup match, probably. We'll see. I'm not guaranteeing any games I'm going to come back for. That's what I'm thinking. Either Arsenal, Leicester, or early in January. I'll see you then. If you've made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.